All right, we got 30 dialects of English in the UK. Should be interesting. I love
First
dialects.
succeeded in making the traveller take his cloak off should be considered stronger than the other. Then the north wind blew as hard as he could. But the more he blew, the more closely did the traveller fold his cloak around him.
All I knew was this, for the first decade of my life, this tremendous relief from my family. And people come around saying, lovely flat bet. Oh, you are lucky.
And the horse he'd go off round the alleyways to the various people, and the horse would just walk a bit further down the road and stop again, and so on, And he ended up down here in the afternoon, the last call.
Afternoon. Oh. These are amazing. I did not know I needed this. I love accents. I'm an accent connoisseur. Sussex.
He was strode in and shook it all up and watered it, and then drawed out these bundles and took it up on a fork.
Oh, wow. That was very Southern American. Like deep South, too. Down there, maybe down around Kentucky, Alabama, where they kind of just roll on their word together. Oh, that was awesome. Which, by the way, the South is the closest American accent to England. Enjoy, England!
Reading that old Hitchhiker's Guide, man. Talking about old 42.
Enjoy.
I only followed that through for one tournament, and I took to a stable of horses. Of course, that improves the wages. We had 12 shillings a week then, and a cottage to live with or work.
And that was better beer. That was halfpenny beer, see? It was brewed in Canada. Well, around here, because there's big breweries in Canada. They used to brew some beautiful beer.
And they were big blokes in them days. No, you wouldn't get in Bristol Police for under 6 foot.
Or under 6 foot.
Then it was rinsed in the big square sink, and then you went out the yard and you mangled it.
Oh, that's awesome.
You're covered in mud and muck.
Oh, we've been for a good old stank.
Or a stank.
Good old stank, and that is Cornish. Stank, a tough walk. That was a good old stank, wasn't it? A braille stank.
Okay.
And then sometimes the weeds were pulled out by hand. There used to be carlets, which looked very much like mustard seed, but that was a weed. The carlet used to be pulled by hand.
Where you going? I said, come to the further side. He said, what do you mean?
Okay, I see why the British get so irritated when we have one generic English accent when we're mimicking the English accent, and it's always the posh 1600s accent. Get over yourselves. We didn't know all this. Okay, just finding this out. Get over yourselves.
By the side, I said, I don't know. I said, Mo don't know far, I don't think. I come away one day, I said, my granny, I said,
when Dad brought stalk of Brussels sprouts home,
we
trimmed them up on the garden, and they would weigh £7.
One thing I always call it, is it time for victuals, mate? I always call it victuals. That's maybe only my way, but if we two of them, I say it.
By the way, if you're from Mississippi in early 1900s, you know what you call them? Vittles! Country. Y'all southern country. Alabama, Mississippi. Oh, I see the parallel. Y'all don't see it because you don't want to see it. It's true. It's there.
My brother, we better go for some victuals, mate, and off we go for the dinner, like.
Mind you, I don't know whether there's be any truth in it, to tell you the truth, because nobody ever took interest, and of course I suppose anybody with a good head.
That was depressing. Thanks.
That's great. Of course, he said, oi, up it.
Oi!
Well, I upped it.
Oh, no, that's
2 paces back.
It's a great accent.
And then I sat there and I watched this bloke as he has his drum kit, you see.
Brummie.
And I spent the whole rest of the night watching this drummer.
I think we get that accent a lot here, or a variation of Brummie. Is that how you pronounce it? Here too, with various iterations of that accent. With probably movies from England. Yeah, No, I'm thinking of different movies, and I'm thinking, oh, they're all from there. Oh.
If I want to go up Hanley Park or anything like that, get a milk bottle, she's saying. She'd shove this white stuff in it and shake it up. And there you go with this bottle of pop and a beetroot sandwich.
What?
Things started to change, you see, and the bus was going up to Aberystwyth twice a week, and some people started to go down on the bus to Machynlleth.
Started to go down. Almost Irish.
When they're boiled, then they've got to be peeled. So on the table they go, depending on the size of your catch, which could in them days be anything from £10 to £150 in weight. The hours mounted up, you see. You might get back home at
You say.
7 in the morning.
I can't forget one man lower down, and I told you we lived in one of the old houses. Well, on the other corner where the other end was, there was a man who was down the docks, and he was working there, and I just can't think of his name now.
I mean, you literally have them eating out of your hand pigeons. Like, you see them in Piccadilly and places like that where people have fed them and they're all over them. But
You know what's fascinating? These accents are so accenty. Dialects, I guess they're dialects. These dialects. Sorry. I had to get my education back. Go and put it back in my. Dialects are so vast, but they're so close to each other. I think that's the difference. We have a ton of dialects in the United States, but not just bunched up right next to each other and be completely different sounding people.
this is actually being able to pick them up without them flying off.
You turn your bucket into its style. It's a strainer, is style. You sit on a little three-leg steel and get your head stuck into the hard cool side. By God, it was a grand job on a...
Frosty morning. Hello, Yorkshire.
I got a hint there, Alec, when the Gulliver got a glyph and coped the chumming.
Is my shorty?
I mean, how you going to catch up? You didn't get paid.
Oh, you didn't get paid.
That's the I always love all that. I mean, I love a stronger East year. I mean, them days you didn't live with lasses. If a bloke was gone with a lass and they weren't married, she had a bad name. You know, and everybody looked doing it.
That was a weird conversation. Thanks.
Which is a shame. I think it's a place for the old-fashioned type of pub, you know. And I mean, the ones like the last one we were in the market, it's been renovated. It really is nice. It's open plan, beautiful, really is, and we do a lot of catering.
Use our Macca talk.
Cumberland Clark.
Because once it's gone, it'll never come back. Use it gay often, as much as you like, or it'll just get away.
Okay, that guy was drunk. Okay. All right. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Drunk as hell. Okay. Don't look at me. Look at yourself. Drunk.
Like snow for that.
Had this the horse and key.
Sports.
Had a big Clydesdale.
All right. Let's get the Scots involved.
I've had straight
even better Highland Scots.
And it comes from advertising, and yeah, they just use trousers or jeans. Most people wear jeans.
There's people could say that better than I could. Of course, I produced the thing, and I know.
You know, it's fascinating. See how different, how
and as far as I'm
far away
if people enjoy something
the Ulster English is in comparison to some of the other ones. Some of the other ones accents are stacked next to each other. One sounds nothing like the other one, and one you have to really listen to in order to make sense of what the hell the dude's saying. Now, could be drunk. Don't think so. Just think that the accent is just so accenty. Dialect. Versus this, the Ulster English, kind of out and about, way out and about. Far away from London, far away from the Cockney. Like, for example, that's a perfect example. The Cockney is just very specific voice. All right, that was amazing. Thank you, England, for your dialects, and that was quite amazing. How does this work? So, are you able to figure out where people are from, generally speaking, by their dialects, very quickly, or does it take, like here? I mean, we kind of generalize where they're from. People are from the South, But if you're from the South, you know that North Carolina doesn't sound like Florida, which doesn't sound like Louisiana, which doesn't sound like Georgia, which doesn't sound like Mississippi. Well, kind of sounds like Mississippi. Yeah, and that's neither here nor there. So, same question. Does it happen with you guys? Are you able to kind of, do you know regionally by hearing somebody, or do you kind of just know a general, oh, he must be from the North? I mean, I get Scots. I can pick out a Scottish accent. I got that one. But the other, and a Cockney accent. I got that one too. And kind of Welsh. That's about it. I got the big three. It's just me. All right. So look, I have other reactions. Go down the rabbit hole with me. That's a black hole with me. And thank you. Like, subscribe,